So guys, hi, today we're going to make Oreo, well not Oreo cookies and cream bark. Copycat of the Hercules Candy Oreo cookies and cream bark, but I can get Oreos, and I'm an amateur, as we know from the last video. So anyway, let's go ahead and get to it. Oh, but before we do, check out this epic backdrop that my son and I are working on. He's gonna be 4 next week, and he doesn't really like to do any sort of art or anything, so we've been working on this painting together for a couple of weeks now, just to try and get him some fine motor skills before he goes to school next year. And I'm pretty excited with how colourful it is, so I thought I'm going to use this for my backdrop now for my intros. Let's go ahead and make this cookies and cream bark. So I have my white chocolate here. This is the kind of white chocolate I'm using. It's Choco. It's from Aldi. That's where I shopped today, Aldi. I'm using 2 blocks of this, but not all of it is in this bowl. I'm doing a different tempering method today. I'm going to do the seeding method. So I've got some of that chocolate set aside in a bowl over here. So I'm going to go ahead and put this over some hot water to start melting. And let's talk about these biscuits. So these are obviously not Oreos. Aldi does not sell Oreos, or the Aldi that I go to does not sell Oreos. And let's be real, Oreos are totally overrated. Anyone who thinks that Oreos are good has obviously never eaten a Tim Tam. But for the purposes of what we're doing today, we need to have some sort of Oreo type biscuit, and this was the closest thing I could get at Aldi. These are Hill brand biscuits. They are chocolate cream, so these I guess are like a square version of an Oreo with a chocolate cream center instead of a white cream center. But you know what, whatever. This is my video and I'm going to use whatever biscuits I want. And these were 69 cents, so you know, you can't really argue with that. What I learned from the potato chip bark video was that you need a lot less of the flavor, I guess, than you think to go into the chocolate. So I'm only going to use half of this packet of biscuits, and I'm going to go ahead and get those broken up now. So I'm thinking 6 biscuits. I might do 8. We'll see how we go. We'll start to get these broken up into sort of chunk size pieces. It's really hard to know when you're copying a Hercules Candy video but trying to do it on a smaller scale, because you know, you're not after commercial quantities, you're only trying to feed your family and maybe a couple of your friends. So yeah, I'm going to do 2 more biscuits. So that's going to be 8 out of a packet of 12. And that hopefully will be good. So we've got these here, kind of spread a little bit. Good. This is going to be interesting. And I've got my chocolate melting. I've got this friend here again, thermo spatula, waiting for the chocolate to melt. So I'm going to wait for that to happen, and then I will be back when it's time to temper and get this together. This is the noise you can hear in the background, if you were wondering. It's dragonfly. Alright, white chocolate successfully melted. Temperature is 33.8 degrees. So now we have to bring that down a bit to temper it. And the way that we do that is by adding in some of this white chocolate, apparently. I'm going to add add in a little of that and just stir it until it all melts in. Okay, that looks all melted. Temperature check. 33.5. Oh, hang on. Yep, 33.3. Okay, add some more. So we want to get this to 31 degrees or less. And we want to have the seed chocolate that we're adding in now has the cocoa butter in it, is already tempered, and so that is apparently going to teach the melted cocoa butter in the melted white chocolate how to be solid at room temperature and not all melty and gross when you touch it, and it should be relatively shiny and have a nice snap to it. This is what the YouTubes and the interwebs tell me anyway. So we're going to see how that works out for us this time, because my attempt at tempering in the last video, if you saw that, was pretty pathetic. So, but you know, practice makes perfect. We're learning. And once it gets down to 31 degrees Celsius, it should be okay to work with, apparently. So I don't know if you can tell, but it's getting a lot thicker now as I'm stirring it. So this is good. This is what we want. So there's a few stubborn bits in there that aren't wanting to melt right away. So let's do a temperature check. We're at 31.5 and still going down. So that's getting pretty close to where we want to be. So we'll keep stirring. And I'm going to go ahead and add in the rest of this chocolate, because if it doesn't end up all melting, that's okay. It will just be chunks in the bark, and that's fine, because the white chocolate that is melted is going to harden up again anyway, so it's fine. Okay, so we're under 31 degrees now. Fabulous! I'll keep going and see if I can melt the rest of this in, and then we'll bring in the cookies. Okay, I think we're going to go for it. That's 30.1. So bring in the cookies. Alright, I'm still not convinced that this isn't too many cookies, but we'll see how we go. So. Okay, let's go. Let's get these cookies in. Mixing in the cookies. Actually, this chocolate actually feels cold to the touch, which is a good sign, I think. So I'll get this now pushed out. We can spread a little bit. All right, you're supposed to point too. Let's leave that and see how we go. Wish me luck, guys. So it's been about half an hour, and guys, this is looking like it's much more successful than the last attempt with the potato chip bark. It's actually tempering. Yay! So I'm gonna go ahead and use my big knife here because I don't have a pizza cutter or a bark cutter, whatever you want to call it. So I'm gonna chop this up. I'm not gonna lie, I did put this under the air conditioning because it's pretty warm in my kitchen. So I'm gonna slice it so that it breaks apart easier when it's properly set, and then I'm going to go put it back under the air conditioning to properly firm up. Okay, back to the air conditioning we go. Okay, I don't know if this is going to be quite set up enough or even quite big enough to do the avalanche, but we are going to attempt that because I have to leave in half an hour to pick up my son from daycare, so we need to get this done and in the fridge and the video edited and uploaded before that happens. So let's go and see if we can avalanche. I'm going to put my hand under here and run it along. Ooh. Oh, it's working. Not quite as firm as it would like to be, but look at this. Not a bad effort, I think. I'm going to go ahead and put this in a container. Yay! Cookies and cream bark. So there you have it, guys. Cookies and cream bark worked so much better than the potato chip bark. This is so exciting. Let's try it. It's good. It still needs to go in the fridge because it's just really warm in here, but that worked so much better than the last one. Yay. So things to note, learnt from last time, twice as much chocolate as last time, worked really well, and a lot less of the filling, also worked really well. I will link down below the Hercules Candy video of how they make their Oreo cookies and cream bark, and also the white chocolate tempering video that I watched to learn how to do this, in case you are interested in doing that. And that's all. Thanks for watching. Bye.